First of all, I think your analysis was very straight line. History doesn't run in a straight line.
Kid, you cannot tell your neighbor he is stealing ducks when you are stealing frogs.
As High Commissioner, I was wrong. As Charandas Persaud, I reacted naturally how any person would have.
I did not come here for that kind of abuse. I did not come here for that kind of abuse. If you're going to go along that road, I'll walk off.
But it's all okay once they're talking. If they weren't talking, I could not have been here today.
You got ADHD.
I got nothing.
Calm down.
I think I've done enough in terms of taking our team out of trouble from losing.
Tomorrow, Taylor. That's good.
I'm reading the script now, and the first person that comes to my mind to play a detective,
Yes,
but
the
an
Guyanese critic.
erratic
Mikhail
detective, Mikhail Rodriguez.
Why an African slap an Indian? Why a man and slap a woman? Look, girl, how you deal with that? You deal with that.
We must encourage platforms like this because it brings together different people and allows for discussions to take place in our country on a multiplicity of fundamental issues.
Damn, you apologizing for something you think I did is wrong. I don't want you to do that, and you should not have done that. Hi there, welcome to the Freddie Kissoon show with co-host Akash Persaud. Thanks for being with us this Friday evening. It's a very tropical evening in Georgetown. I can't talk about other places. Very hot evening, very typical tropical evening in the tropical parts of the world. This evening we continue with our format, our new format, in which we will show you video clips of things in and around Guyana that you need to know. You probably would not know about these things if we didn't show it to you. So that will be our new format. Before you call, we will show these clips. We have a guest co-host, Dhramkumar Seeraj, like last week, Seeraj. He was here last week and he promised he will be here this week. He's not on time, but when he comes, he will join the show, or as some other people would say, he will join the party. So the numbers are on the screen after the video clips. Please call us and tell us what's on your mind. Tell us about things you need to be highlighted on the show, and we will come and video it. Now, here is something you need to know, and please listen carefully. Please call us. My number is not on the screen. Akash number is on the screen. Please take down my number, 614-5927. I will repeat it as the show go on before 10 o'clock. Call us and tell us about things that need to be videoed and be presented to the Guyanese people in and out. Things that have happened, policemen harassing people, other things like that. The government wants people to stop encumbering the pavements, but there are people who take the pavement and put huge boulders that even if you're driving, if you make a shift, you run into the boulder. 2 persons in Queenstown, near to this street, Laluni, those people have planted their whole parapet with gardens. The man of the moment is here. Dhramkumar Seeraj, as I said before, the man of the moment, one of my favorite Guyanese politicians, and that's because he's been a personal friend for so long. You will see his number up on the screen there. Operator, please put
What's your number?
647-4397.
647-4397.
You put the man water so far away. The man's a politician. Politicians always want water because they're always
they're talking a lot.
So Seeraj is here, that's his number. Please call us after the clip. So we got a complaint about a street named Dennis Street and another street named Lamaha Street that are being reconstructed since time immemorial, and it doesn't appear to have an end. Let's show you a clip about the never-ending construction in Dennis Street and Lamaha Street, but mostly Dennis Street, and the rainy season is on us.
All right, viewers, in order to put this into context, let me say that we went there on Tuesday after there was a little bit of rain because we knew that this is a disaster waiting to happen. That thing has been going on there for almost 2 years now. And we went there on Tuesday, we did some filming. We decided today, Mr. Seeraj, good night. Thanks for being here anyway.
I'm happy to be here.
And we went there today to film. And when we were going there, I said, wait, look, this is not Minister Edgel. He was on the ground. Him alone, no entourage or anything like that. Talking to some people on the other side. I went to him. I said, man, I'm Akash Persaud from the Freddie Kissoon show. And he seems to have known that. And he said, I'll talk to you just now. He came over, him alone, and he stood there. And there was nobody working at this location.
Right.
He made a call, whoever he called, I don't know. But he made a call. And what he said explains what the person said on the other side. He said, I'm on the ground here. There is nobody here. There is no contractor. There is no GWI. What is going on? And he told them, he said, he wanted to have an immediate meeting with them. Now, let me show you, viewers, Dennis Street. It is from Middleton Street to Sheriff Street. This is what we're going to show. And this has been like this for 2 years, as one resident says. And I want you to have a look at this. This was Tuesday. This is today.
Walk like this. Let's walk. The people get a contract, it's open door and drinking beer, and this is result doing it. 2 years plus. I want to know it's a 5-year project. This thing since November, December, this about it. Since then, nothing has been done. The people put down the pipe, just come and walk for a half day, and you'll see them for another week. You can imagine my frustration. No trash pickup. I got to pay a friend the court to come to that and pay $1,000 for a barrel, $500 for each of my barrels.
Now, viewers, what you're seeing here that looks
the people put down the pipe,
that looks like the trench.
For a half day.
What you're going to see here from the drone shot that looks like the trench, the greenery you're seeing, that's the trench, and the part that with the water, that's the road. And this is one of the main roads that connects Campbellville, Sheriff Street, and all these places. And what you're seeing with the green there right now, that is the trench. Now imagine if the rain comes and catches us. God really watching over us, and I'm telling you, this is a disaster.
Well, the rains are here, so you'll have a disaster if they don't clear it up.
The man that we showed that was there just now, he said his wife died and she couldn't see this thing fixed.
But anyone who travels Georgetown, the Campbellville area, would know that thing, Dennis Street and Lamaha Street, were being reconstructed for a long time now. And how I know this, there is a fish and plantain chip shop in Lamaha Street named Kingfish. I used to go that place and buy fish. Now, it's 2 years now that I haven't gone there because the road was being repaired. And in the meantime, highways and all, Pashadnagar highways completed. And that Dennis Street thing started before then. Anyway.
Freddie, just to mention this, where I used to live in this street, I lived there for many years. The guy who did the drone footage, my son, that's 20 years ago. He actually born as a baby. He grew up there. The man who's our neighbor is a senior person that works in the ministry in one of the ministries, Surenja Kayam. So it's not like he got people.
I am also the Ministry of Local Government.
That's right, exactly. And he got to go around with the car and get stuck and so on every day.
So Minister Edgell offer any explanation?
But Minister Edgell couldn't find an because the people were not even there working. He said he seemed frustrated. He saw Kititani walk up. He said, tell them to be here at a certain time. I want to meet a GW. I want to meet the contractor. Nobody was there working.
So you couldn't basically pinpoint who was executing the works, whether it's GWI or the Ministry of Public Works?
GWI has to lay some pipes. And they come, they do some pipe, they left it down, they do some pipe, they left it down. As one man said, the last time they worked was Tuesday. And when they came back, when Minister Edgell went there today, the man who owns Best Buy supermarket there, he had to close his business for several days.
Well, what I will do is that I will raise this matter to of the GWI. I have some connections there. I sit on the board, as a matter of fact. This was never brought to my attention, but I certainly. This is, this is unforgivable.
It is.
You should not be having this job. There must be some kind of explanation to say why is it that this project for 2 years could not be completed. And as Freddie mentioned, you have had highways constructed in 18 months, 12 months, 14 months, and to execute this project, there must be some kind of logical explanation as to why this project.
Yeah, something wrong. There's got to be the contractor and
but if there's a contractor too, you terminate and move on.
I think it seemed to me the contractor for that dentistry has absconded. And it may be embarrassing.
Well, that is what one resident said to us.
It's been going on a long time now.
Right. So we first of all have to ascertain who is executing the project, what is the scope of works, and to ensure that they move quickly. If the contractors moved on, then you cannot leave the place like that indefinitely. Yeah.
All right. So we have other clips we're going to show as we go along in the evening, but we have a call coming. And Freddie, you think we're going to take a call, or are you going to go to show? You want to show the clips?
Let's take this call.
Okay. Hello. Good evening. You're on to the Freddie Kissoon show.
Hey, good night, sir.
Good evening.
night.
I would like to raise a contribution on the same Daniel Street highway that they're doing, right? Yeah. I would like to say one thing, Mr. GW. What the man with the guy name, Mr. Shigbash. Hear me, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it don't make sense. He's supposed to resign and retire after the list. You understand? Plus the road taking long as almost 4 years now, and the road undone.
I'll take your call just now. We have another call on.
All right, Carla. Thanks for coming through.
We could take your call now.
Hello?
Good night.
Yes, good night. You're on to the Freddie Kissoon show. Go ahead.
Yes, I have a question. What happened? Early part this year, I heard the president mention that interest rates below 5 million would reduce at the bank. Now I approached two banks and they said they have no idea about it. So I want somebody to follow it up and let me get some more information.
But what is the purpose of the loan that you were looking for?
Business for business.
Okay, the interest reduction was for mortgage loans to sort of give support to the housing drive.
No.
So,
I mentioned on business. This one is specific. $5 million. Under 5 million, the interest rates will be reduced.
So what rate the banks quote you?
They told me they ain't got no idea about it, and they're giving the same rate up to now.
And the same rate is what? Is how much? What percent?
16.5.
Well, I think most loans are between 10 and 12%. So 16.5 is very high. We'll try to get some clarification.
Which bank is that?
I went to GBTI and Republic Bank.
And they have 16%?
16.5%.
No, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, so I hear the president say he talked to the bank and they're going to reduce the interest rate, so you guys could work on that. Let me get some information back. Thank you very much.
So GBTI and Republic Bank?
Yes.
All right, caller. Thank you for coming through.
Okay, thank you.
The ambassador of Palestine to the United Nations was in Guyana to whip up support from CARICOM countries for them to recognize Palestine as a member of the United Nations. We'd like to show you a little bit of him at the Pegasus holding a seminar. You get audio?
Yes.
Palestinian people in Gaza Strip.
You get audio?
Yes. So this Palestinian people are the Gaza Strip.
You get audio?
Yes. So those who are leading us through this situation, and they cannot convince the international community that what happened in October 7 justifies this massive killing of the Palestinian people and the atrocities inflicted on us. Of course, the situation in the occupied West Bank and East Jerusalem is not any better. So briefly, this is the reality of our life today. It has been like this for longer than 6 months without the international community succeeding in calling for an immediate ceasefire. We succeeded in adopting a resolution during the holy month of Ramadan demanding immediate ceasefire, but the Israeli side did not abide by it, and the superpower that is shielding them is not allowing the Security Council to take measures in order to bring them into compliance with the wishes of the entire international community. So as a result of the situation, what do we need? What do we want? What the Palestinian people need is 3 basic immediate things. 1, immediate ceasefire to save lives. Because every day, this war continuing, we lose on the average of hundreds of individuals killed, injured, and displaced. It reaches more than 1,000 a day. So a ceasefire would save lives. A ceasefire would allow us to begin the process of attending to our wounds in the Gaza Strip and the rebuilding process of the Gaza Strip. So ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire. This is not the call of almost the entire membership of the United Nations, but that this is the demand of hundreds of millions in the streets in all corners of the globe, including inside the United States of America. And you see what is happening in the universities in the United States, led by a very prestigious institution in New York City by the name of Columbia University. So this is what we want first. Why do we need a ceasefire? Because we need to have humanitarian assistance up to scale to reach our people in the Gaza Strip, in all corners of the Gaza Strip. It's a crime against humanity to have thousands of truckloads of humanitarian assistance lining up in a distance of 50 kilometers from Al Arish to Rafah, and the Israeli occupying authorities, they hardly allow few truckloads to enter the Gaza Strip.
That was the Palestinian ambassador to the United Nations. I think he has left. He was here a few days ago, and his task was to try to secure recognition of Palestine as a constituent country member of the United Nations, enjoying the same status as a member state of the United Nations. Before we take some calls, we need to show you something that should not occur in Guyana. And when I saw this, I wonder, where did my 60 years of activism go? Here is a man. Now look at my finger. A little piece like this of a ganja cigarette. Not a ganja cigarette, which is a gram, a fraction of a gram. Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
This is narcotics, sir? This lighter illegal?
No. I want to.
No, just asking him, are the lighter illegal?
Yeah, it's illegal right now because I find with narcotics and you like to carry and prosecute with this. This leads season 7. Everything alright?
But I look small, I think small.
Yeah, it's weed, it's drugs. Hey, I'm with you.
No, everything cool.
Look at that little thing. Very few countries in the world. The two countries with the most draconian anti-drug legislation is Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, and a few of those Middle East countries. And you wouldn't get locked up for what that man has in a Caribbean country where Bob Marley is a hero. You know, Seeraj, when you were young, anyway.
We have a call. Hello, caller. Good evening. You're on to the Freddie Kissoon show. We have with us MP Dhramkumar Seeraj.
Hi, good night, guys. Good night.
Good night.
I want to congratulate y'all. Y'all is doing a good job.
Thank you.
Anyway, I have an issue here. My husband did call last week concerning this thing that bill on the government reserve behind us. I'm calling from Kingsville.
Right, I know of the issue. Did the NDC made contact with the person there? It's at lot 171, I think it was, Caneville?
Yes.
Yes, I know of the issue. I spoke with the chairman of the NDC there, Mr. Caneville. No, it's lot 475, Caneville.
Yes.
Right, so the numbers 1631. So the chairman of the NDC assured me that he was going to call that the number I gave him and to follow up on this issue of someone squatting in front of your place there and impeding your access to and fro.
Yes, and the thing is about it, the thief in this current, and the water, and they're making a set of nights, which is playing this music.
Okay.
And which is my husband is a heart case. Next month he's supposed to do a surgery.
Okay.
And when this music playing, it's really disturbing him.
Right. So what I'll do, I'll follow up your with this matter again because the number is 2661631, right?
Yeah, 1631.
1631, correct. So right.
Yes.
So yes. So I don't know whether you were at home, but the person I contacted here as a member of the NDC promised to visit that area to ascertain what is the problem and to sort to get a solution to that problem. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much, and you have a blessed night.
You too. Good. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Right. So I was able to confirm that this Dennis Street issue, what happened is that because of the age of the pipeline network in Georgetown, some of these pipes are of asbestos material. So the GWI is removing all the asbestos pipelines in their network and replacing them with HDPE pipes or PVC pipes. This particular project at Dennis Street is of such nature. So they're replacing the asbestos. The issue is that the project definitely is taking too long. So we'll try to get to the bottom of that. But that is the nature of the project.
Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. We have a guest co-host, Member of Parliament Dhramkumar Seeraj.
Okay, that's nice to know. Actually, I'm calling regarding a problem I'm having since 2021.
Yes, go ahead.
As you are aware that there are contracts, especially road contract, in the whole of Guyana in different regions, right?
Correct.
I have a construction business. It's I&H Construction. Since 2021, I have been bidding for work in Region 6 and Region 5. I've even asked the VP for help. He tell me to contact the Minister Ashley Singh, but still nobody not give me no help nowhere.
So this is I&H Construction?
Project, I'll go to the PPP boys in our area. It's for family and friends.
And your company is I&H Construction?
Yes, I don't have no help for the past, but 2021 I have been bidding from since then to now for any work that's available in Region 5 and Region 6.
Well, you know, the nature of public works is that it's advertised, you tender for it, you attend the opening of the tender, the bids are read out, you get a price at the same time, and then it goes to evaluation.
Yes,
Now, if you
I have fulfilled all the criteria and everything.
right, and you attend the opening,
Explain to them my problem. They
right.
say that they render help to others. They give special people chance to bid over the PPP members who are part of the PPP groups, and they don't give us because maybe we are not part campaigning for the party.
Well, the party has nothing to do with government work. So it's government work. So I was saying to you that there is public tenders, there is receipt of the bids, there opening of the bids. They're at the opening, they're supposed to read out every bidder price and whether they're compliant with their tax, their GRA certificates and NIS certificates and all of that. Do you attend opening of these bids?
No, I never attended one.
Right, because there's also a appeal process. If you attend an opening and you bid $10 and somebody bid $15 and they get the job, well, then you can question that award. You can register an objection with the Public Procurement Commission so that they can activate your appeal process. So you will know whether you come in competitively, whether you satisfy all the requirements. So I understand your situation, but you know, you get these claims all around, and people, there might be the perception that they are favorites and you have friends and all of that.
And I think
right.
they're giving it special.
Right. So my advice to you is that when you submit your bid, you attend the bid opening. As part of the bid opening process, the prices first and foremost is read out for each person who submit a bid for that particular job. And then the other documents, if they're enclosed with the bid, will make you responsive. Generally, the lowest responsive bidder is supposed to get a job. You might get a low price, but you're not responsive. Responsive means that you satisfy all the requirements of the bidding process. Okay? And if you get a price and somebody else get the award, you can register a protest. Okay?
Yes, I understand.
Right.
No,
So
before you go, madam, he said you can register a protest. Register a protest to him.
Sure.
Right. So you can, my number is on the screen. You can send your contact number to that number so that in the event, you know, anything happen, we can follow up on it.
I have another thing to say also. Recently, a lot of contractor was not given work during December. They had some roads come out from Ministry of Public Work, and a special meeting was kept with special contractor that was not given any work, 40 of them, and pick out work and give them. Pick out special work and give them. Through the government, local government. Is that fair?
And this is in what? In Region 6?
Yes, Region 6. And people right around my community, and one home have 5 contractors, and each getting job. Husband, wife, brother-in-law, mother-in-law, everybody getting job. Because these are PPP members.
Well, if they're PPP members, they certainly bring in a bad name to the PPP, and we should not encourage nor entertain that. I mean, a political party will not want their name to be tarnished. But I understand your concern. There have been complaints from other people of a similar nature, and we'll all have to try our collective best to ensure that fairness, transparency, and accountability prevail.
Husband, wife, nephew, cousin, everybody getting job, and people who been in for 3-4 years now get, and them a build company, them a get 10-12 business name and getting job. Everything going to one family, one home. The rest people don't have a chance to elevate themselves.
Well, that certainly is not right if it is true.
Well, let me say, madam, that is unacceptable. The country belongs to everyone.
Yes, all of us are Guyanese, and if the minister wanted to do a fair thing, if 2,000 contractors and get a job, he should have kept a meeting with 2,000 contractors and explain to them what they are lacking, not special 40 people, and then pick out the work and give them because they are part of the PPP group and they're campaigning for the party. We give our vote to our vote counts.
Well, in a situation like that, there should have been a public.
how will they
There
win?
should have been a public announcement and a meeting held at a large community ground or something like that, and everyone is told what is it that you have to do.
No, they
Okay.
give special meeting. We call these special people who are friends with them, and they give them out special.
All right. I hope your situation improve. On a matter of principle, that should not happen. We all are we all entitled to the wealth of our country. Thanks for coming through, and maybe you could call in next week and keep us abreast, right? Thanks.
All right, thank
Bye.
you.
Good evening, caller. Turn the volume down on the device, please. This is the call. Okay, so let me just go to something. Someone sent in something to us here. We're all right. We'll come back to it. This call is coming through again. Good evening, caller.
Someone sent in something to us here.
So please turn on the volume on the device.
Hello?
Yes, turn on your radio, your TV, or your.
So whatever you're listening to us, you got to turn it down.
I was 2.5, sorry, I'm trying to look. I'm calling.
All right, turn off one.
Turn off one, okay. Here what happened now. We from Florida. We lived there 40 years. And we just came back to finish the house 23rd of February. We got 22 and a half acres running from Canal number 1 all the way to the highway you guys building from Pakistan and coming back there. So we bought a lot of stuff like, I don't want to see, we bought a lot of stuff here. When we come here now, we had no toilet. So we used to use the tree in the back, the mango tree. So I saw this guy, and he said he could help me build the toilet, and he charged me a huge amount of money. And he brings some guys here to help us, and when they come and see all the stuff we have, every night they come in to break the place and stuff. We calling the police. It's 2 months we don't sleep. And I want to cry. I wish every night they come in. They broke all the doors. They pick me up by the foot, the back. The police don't do nothing. Because now you want to be out on deck. They never came. The police never came.
This is which area?
Number 1 canal.
Number 1 canal.
But you have to give us an address.
Commando.
You have to
When
give.
they come here, they tell me we should go back to Florida.
Give the parliamentarian your address.
Okay, we done lot 7, the Riddle Faith, Canal number 1.
The
and they broke up my brother back and broke up all the $86,000.
Okay, sir. Okay, we got.
The guy will laugh at the people there.
Okay, we got your number.
Yeah, name and number.
Yo, I don't want to say what they're put your mark, come on.
What's your name? What's your name, sir?
Am I in public? Am I open? Am I
Look.
611 90.
Okay, we got your number. We'll call you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
yeah.
Thanks for coming through.
So this was a ripoff.
Yeah.
Someone come to bill and then they start thieving.
Last week somebody called and spoke about that thing at Munishwar's. Remember they said at the
At
truck
Good
parking
Hope.
at Good Hope. Look, the person just sent a photograph here. Operator, put that on the screen, please. That's a truck park at Good Hope.
That's a pedestrian.
In the pedestrian crossing. This is at Munishwar's at Good Hope. He just sent this to.
So that truck is parked there?
Yes, it's parked there. He says.
You know, Seeraj, these things just cannot be. These are not huge, colossal problems, complex problem to solve. You go and tell him to remove.
Correct.
He also said another picture. This is at Lusiknan, right? He says, imagine if you walk at nighttime and you come to this here. This is a.
Good. So this matter was raised with us.
This death waiting to happen.
This is probably between Lusiknan and Annandale, where they did. So there's some missing parts there of cover. So I spoke with the chairman of that NDC, and he has a good relationship with the police. And with this matter with the truck parking on the pedestrian crossing at Munishwar Hardware Store, the chairman promised me that he will ensure that the traffic ranks take the necessary action to ensure that this truck is not parked there and to affect anyone crossing.
See what you gotta come on this calling program and be fine. By the way, I'm voting for you.
The guy
in 2025.
a guy named Jack Group. So So he did some walk around the community and he's going to address this matter. Let's take this call.
Yes.
Caller, good night. You're on the air.
Hi, good night, Mr. Freddie, Akash.
Yes, good night.
And Seeraj.
Go ahead.
Good night to the panel. I hear this lady call from Grove and Caneville talking about the people in the department. But here what I want to tell you, if you could get some time to come up in Grove and just go around in Grove, you'll see the lawlessness that's going on in Grove. Grove has become a very bright area. Right? A lot of traffic. Now, you know the main road out there's got a lot of traffic jam. They make a bypass road in Grove Hay, in Grove Scheme. Now, this bypass road becomes a main road for traffic to run, to flow.
This is the second bridge that you had. Hold on, caller.
Huh?
This is the same area you had an accident earlier where a minibus and a car end up in a canal?
That's yesterday. No, that is Diamond. That is Diamond Grove.
Oh, okay,
this is in Grove Housing Scheme. Right? Residents throwing building materials on the roadway. This is the new road that they make from Diamond to Craig. You know that new road that they make the concrete road? And back there, the road we're talking about.
Right.
A little boy get knocked down there last week. I think he's still in the hospital. All because of sand, a heap of sand up on the road. Vehicle have to traverse this road up on lots of traffic passing there. School children have to cross this road here for go to school because not far from the school there, Grove Primary School.
Right.
You understand? There is plenty lawlessness going on. The drivers and them. There's no police patrolling there in the morning, in the afternoon. Also see when the school children walk in. When these vehicles are driving one set of speed, the lives of these children is a danger. High danger. You understand? That's one. Two. In the 3rd Street area.
Right. Before we move on, what's the name of this street?
Okay, this is the back street of Grove, right? This is known as back street of Grove. You can come in from Jimbo and you come down to the back street of Grove before you go over Samantha Point.
Right. I know the Jimbo area. Jimbo, that turn off there right by a coca down on the main road here.
Yes, good. Well, when you come in Jimbo, then now you're riding to Caneville, you got a main road running down out from there to catch the Craig, right? That is a concrete road they make there. The road we're talking about, people got building materials on the road, you understand, obstructing traffic from flowing. And children has to use the same road, school children has to use the same road.
Children have.
You understand?
HABE.
Go ahead.
So, anyway, that's one. The next thing is in 3rd Street Grove here now, right? This is years, we're talking about decades, more than 1 decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. I can go back before and tell you that this man named Robbie, we got a workshop 3rd Street there, Robbie workshop. This man got a set of vehicle there, blocking up this road. You understand? Taking over people's carpets. And nobody doing nothing about this. I don't know this. The chairman, we got this new chairman, Ulrich Paul. Nobody doing nothing about this.
I've seen that lawlessness in other parts of Region 4.
My Grove,
people got
my
workshop
Grove
and you can't pass.
My Grove school, they got the next one. By the Grove Primary School, it got a next workshop there on again with a set of vehicle blocking up the place. Got cars in a set of bush growing up and taking over the place. Dangerous things can happen to the children them there.
Well, a lady called me earlier too about Chapman burning spray paint in the area and the fumes from affecting the residents in the area there. The workshop people.
What? Seeraj is a lot of going on in Grove.
The business there, they don't have respect for law and order.
Chatto's land.
Yeah.
You know about that Charles Bronson
Yeah, Charles Bronson.
You should put up
right, so you know the Ministry of Public Works occasionally will have these campaigns for the removal of derelict vehicles along roadsides and all of that. And you're correct, because the traffic now trying to avoid the backup on the main road, they take to these internal streets. And all of them seems to be in a great hurry to get where they are going. And so the internal streets now become burdened with this additional traffic because of the congestion on the main thoroughway. So We'll try to see. I'll talk to the chairman there again. As you mentioned, we have a new chairman there, Ulrich Paul, to see what he can do to work with the police and the Ministry of Public Works in getting these workshops to behave in a more responsible manner. Okay?
Then, long ago,
I'm sorry about that. The same Jimbo Road, now we come in Jimbo Road, the 4th Street, the region 4th Street there now, right? This is this street lately constructed back, reconstructed.
Right.
Exactly to this road. But when you come in and you see this road lately, about less than 3 months ago, the road broke up bad. It's a concrete road. I don't know if the Ministry of Public Works know anything about this, got any idea about this or what. This is taxpayers' money going down the drain, wasting again.
Well, it's probably these used twin-steer sand trucks. You know, they have trucks there, these twin-steer trucks pulling 40 tons, and they're rated for 28 tons. And that's what's causing damages.
Right.
I know the Ministry of Public Works, they have tendered out. They're sourcing private contractors now to take on the responsibility for checking the weights of trucks. And if you're above what is prescribed per axle, I think it's 8 tons per axle. If you're over that, then you will be charged. So we got to bring some kind of law and order back to their use of our roadway.
Well, like that place the man is talking about his Chatto's land anyway.
So, operator, Chatto's land, this is Grove right now. Put it up there. Charles Bronson and Jack Palance. Chatto's land.
That's a land where there's no law and order. When you have a part of a country, a district, or a village where there's no law and order and there's no rationality, anything happens. When we were small, we thought it was Chatto's land.
1972, Jack Palance and Charles Bronson.
The man is talking about his Chatto's land.
Yeah, Grove, indeed, you have a lot of problem there. Caller. Let's see, we have a caller. Caller, good night, you're on the line.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
I'm the guy that was zealous here referring to had a big complaint about my nuisance and y'all on TV. Nobody never had come to do nothing. They just come in and passing away. I'm the guy that started zealous nuisance scheme 50.
40 zealot.
Yeah, zealot here referring to make a lot of complaint. Talk to you, to the president, everybody. Nobody never come and just come here and they walk away. Never do nothing to me. That means same way it's happening, same way there. Nobody complaint is still there.
40 zealots, this is West Coast Demerara.
Alright, yes. 50 zealot Youngton scheme. Right. Up the Standard Street. Hillary Farino, well known. EPA got all my instructions. You too, I call you many times. EPA, all over I went. NDC, RDC, PDC. Nobody.
But the person to call here is the police. What you want to call us? Let me take your information off here.
Why should I call you? Y'all never do nothing. Nobody.
No, don't say that. Don't say that, sir.
Well, this is my second time on the program, so let me ask you. Let me take your number off here, so I'll give you some privacy. Okay? Yes, caller. Yeah. What's your number? And who is the person who is affecting you there? Is it a business place or is And what's the address of this mechanic shop? And this workshop is playing loud music all the time, disturbing you. They make noise in the night also? All right, caller. So we got to get this is a matter for the police. The police, police is supposed to investigate noise.
I go all the police, they have my record, all the police have a waste time too. Nobody don't do nothing, so nobody.
Don't lose faith, man. Don't lose faith.
I'm telling you that.
Don't lose faith. See what you're looking to. Don't lose faith, man.
So you're lot 50, not lot 40.
I'm 50.
Okay.
Zealot New Housing Scheme.
Zealot New Housing Scheme. Yes, I have that. And this problem is that, okay.
Don't lose faith, man. See what you're going to look into it. I know noise nuisance is a terrible thing. Don't lose faith. Thanks for coming through. You got to call the
See what I get another call.
Hello, good night.
Hello?
Yes, good night.
Hi, good night, gentlemen. Good night.
Yes, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go ahead.
I'm calling in relation to national insurance.
Go ahead, and we can hear ourselves in the background. Kindly turn down the device, please. You get a feedback.
I moved away.
Good.
Right. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. Now, I'm a self-employed contributor to national insurance. And I have paid up to July of this year. And every time I call in and I check online, I am told that they have updated the system up to September last year. As far as I am aware, they were supposed to update the system every quarter. I called in and I spoke to somebody at NIS and they said, oh, we are going to update it shortly. Nothing has been done. I am not sure what is happening to my contributions because I have been paying in advance.
Right. So
I'd be happy if somebody can find out from NIS why they are not updating the contribution record for self-employed people every 3 months. That's one. And secondly, our finance minister, senior finance minister, said that you are entitled to a contribution record every year. And they were going to send it to you. Never got a contribution record. I'd be happy if somebody can inquire from NIS about these matters.
Well, the minister is the chairman of the board, and I know they have outreaches in different parts of the country where they take the NIS personnel to these outreaches. And I recall not so long ago they were at the Lenora synthetic track there. They had the computer days there, and they were able to give you the printout as you come in. So you'll have to keep your ears open with that. But that is not to replace the functions of the office.
That's correct.
Yeah, they need to provide you with that information. I know NIS is now going to be fully computerized. They're inputting all the information as we speak, so that when you go, it's just a matter of inserting your name and number, and they should have your contributions at their fingertips. So
I have an online account with them, and I normally check. And the last update was in September 2023.
Okay, so that's a couple months ago.
They have contribution there for me for up to April 2023, but I have paid all my contribution up to
July,
April, May, June, July.
So
So I'd be happy if somebody can make an inquiry. That's all. Not that I'm complaining.
Right.
I would like to see it updated.
So let's get this clear. Let's get this clear. NIS site is showing the last update as of September 2023.
Yes. But but the contribution record they're having for me is of up to April 2023.
And you paid up to July.
But I have paid all my contributions up to July 2024.
Okay.
Oh my.
So they're a couple of months behind.
Almost
they're
a year.
A couple of months behind, a year and something behind for my.
Well, we're not into July 2024 as yet. We're only in April.
But my contribution is showing for April 2023.
Oh, and you pay up to April 2024.
I pay up to July 2024.
No, man. July not reach yet, 2024.
But he paid.
No, you pay in advance.
You pay in advance.
In advance.
Oh, okay.
The guy's a patriotic guy doing.
Okay. So you pay in advance. I didn't know. I wasn't aware that that's possible. All right. So they have only updated.
I normally pay twice per year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Because based on your right. So they're only showing up to April 2023.
That's correct.
Okay. They're more than a year behind.
I would be happy to call you offline and give you my NIS number if that can help.
Right, sure, certainly. Or what you can do, if you can WhatsApp me the information and probably a picture of your NIS card so I can forward it to the chairman of the NIS board.
That would be awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Seeraj.
Okay, thank you very much.
Your input.
Your Basdeo Singh.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You remember me. Thank
you.
you.
Have a call on then. Bye-bye. Hello?
Yes, bye. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, good night, Freddie.
Good evening.
Good night, Dharam.
Good night, go ahead.
Dharam.
Hello, sir. You're on the air. Go on.
Okay, don't try to offer people. Everybody know the way contract going on. The lady Carla should have a contract and she bid and friend and family get the contract.
Right, the person called for INH Construction. We have that information.
I know Bob, a man who used to cut here, getting contract billing road down.
Okay.
So don't say it's not a PPP thing and it's not government thing.
All I said it should not be. I said it should not be that these are government contracts.
He did say everybody's entitled to a contract, and if you do that, you're giving the ruling party a bad name. He did say that, sir. He didn't agree with giving contract only to party people. I have known Seeraj for 35 years. He's not like that.
I know Seeraj as long as you too, Freddie.
But he has publicly said he do not. If that is so, he do not agree with it. But continue. Continue, sir.
No, I said he do not agree with it, but there's nothing he could do to stop it.
Well, we can stop it, and that's why I give the advice to INH Construction at what can be done to address this matter. Okay.
Yeah, but most things. The bidding thing is just a formula. Nobody knows how to do the bidding process.
Well, they ought to. We got to ensure that they follow the formula.
Now we saying, you got to remember, not everybody's stupid and listening. You understand?
Right.
So, people just frustrated.
All right. So it is a problem. We recognize that. And I've advised the caller what can be done to address the matter.
With Cairnfield, if somebody build a resort in feeding other body residents who live there, why they got to wait so long and NDC chairman and this chairman?
Well, you know, there have always been some amount of lawlessness in some of these areas. People occupying government reserves, they playing loud music. Right now, I'm dealing with a matter at on Montrose, where a man he cussed up the NDC people, and the NDC people went there. The vice chairman and the man big and bad.
And then call the police to lock him up?
He cussed up the vice chairman. The man was traumatized. The man is a religious person. And so I've taken some action on that matter to settle it. So,
ask any NDC in this country when last they prosecute somebody for encumbering the roadway. They're allowing the thing to build, the stand building. You check all the housing schemes at the head of the housing scheme. The share stand and market a block of the whole place.
Right.
And this people reporting when one salvage and nobody not do nothing. Everybody looking for votes. That's where we allow people to do what they feel like. And if we want to tell them who vote, we don't vote.
Can we move on now and take another call? Is it okay?
Let's just mention Kitty Sewell, Freddie, you mentioned the other night.
Yeah.
Low-life people, the minister got to move them. And then before I see the minister selling it for himself.
All right.
Is the animal farm with them?
All right, sure.
Give me your number before you go.
I do all of y'all. I go call y'all after.
All right, okay.
All right, call me after then.
Let's take this other call. Bye-bye.
Hello, caller. Good evening.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. You're on air.
Yes, I'd like to raise 2 points. You guys had a counselor 2 weeks ago that was talking about the hindrance of garbage. You cover everything except 2 things: the audit and the fact that the mayorship was run with a lot of PNC members in the last 50 years. And Freddie, when Akash go to ask the guy the question about the stuff, you stopped him to ask. You gotta ask That question.
You got to.
Second thing is,
you got to remind me what the question was. That I can't remember.
Okay,
that.
Carl, let me remind you. I was going to ask him whether the political ramblings at city council is causing some of the problems. I told him also, Carl, that you don't have to answer the question because I also understand he got to go back and deal with the same people. So, and then you said, no, you can't ask him that. That's what Freddie just said. But
well, you have to listen to the context.
Yeah.
He's a public servant. He cannot make political commentary or political criticism. It can get him in trouble.
Yeah, but
our job.
Well, that's part of that is part of the hindrance of the cleanup. Anyway, the second thing I want to mention is that there was I don't want to call any names, but there's an Afro guy had a show on the same network, and the critic took him off because of abusing a woman in Barbies. But yet, every time you see the president in New York, this guy is in the entourage walking all about the place with him. So I don't know why he is still being around over there. That's all I want to say.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much for coming through.
Okay.
A caller sent us a video while this thing is going on. She said, Mrs. Seeraj, this is third street in her Stelling, one neighbor yard. They're higher than ours, and so all the water is trapped there. If you look at the water there, it's trapped, it's stagnant, it looks really, really bad.
He built his thing higher than all.
Yeah.
So water cannot move. So I know about that.
Right. So what happened here is that the NDC did take some action. They went in there, they break, but they didn't do the work as it ought to, or did not do the work to the satisfaction of the person registering the complaint. All right, so we asked them. I have a caller here. Caller, good night, you're on the air.
Good night, gentlemen. Mr. Seeraj, Mr. Freddie, Mr. Persaud.
Good evening.
Good night to all of you. I'm calling all the way from Region 6.
Go ahead.
And I noticed you guys are addressing issues and all of these issues, whatever the case may be. And so the caller that called and said that he would have paid in advance till up to July. That is not possible. Just to clarify that.
The
There's
NIS.
no way you could pay up to July in future for an employee that has not worked, or you don't know that they would have worked. There's no way you could tell the future that they would have worked for 30 days and pay according to how
this is a self-employed guy.
He said he's self-employed. He pays two times per year.
He paid for himself.
Why I called in, Freddie? I called in because I noticed that everybody is talking and everybody got something to say with regards to policies and programs carried out by the government, right? Why is it we are moving away from the notion of what this country had to go through in the 2020 general and regional elections by the PNC and the cabals in the PNC? The AFNU-AFC, but I call them the PNC. Where are the SOPs? These people like to troll themselves, and I noticed that we're moving away from that notion. And we must be reminded, Guyanese must be reminded, and I know that some people are still, and if this is indebted into those of us who paid attention to all of the things that took place in the 2020 election. We as commentators and activists and political commentators and political activists must remind ourselves, and you, Mr. Freddie and Mr. Persaud, and I know Mr. Seeraj does this too, must remind people that there are certain things that went on in the 2020 general and regional elections, and we're coming to 2025 general and regional elections, and we must remind people of what took place in 2020.
Well, I hope you're reading.
General, regional
well, I hope you're reading my columns. I did it this week. I do a daily column for the Chronicle, and I did remind people.
And we need to ask these people where. Ask the PNC. Ask Mr. Aubrey.
I'm just telling you. You said we need.
Ganesh Mahipa.
You just a minute.
Duncan and all of them. Oh. Where are their SOPs that they said that they won the election with?
Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. I did remind people in my column, and if you read my column tomorrow, I'm doing exactly what you're advising us to do. So please read my column tomorrow.
Yeah, I read your column the past 2 days. You have been focusing entirely on this election.
And I'm doing it tomorrow too.
But another thing.
Quickly, we got other
I
callers.
know I have limited time. Time with you, right? But we have certain people, and I'm not going to call their names and so forth, but I'm going to throw some hints. They are political philanthropists all of a sudden. They are doctors in oil and gas and all of those things all of a sudden. Where were these persons prior 2020
all right.
when the PPP administration was not in government? Where were these persons? They were not anywhere
we've written.
people like truck.
Yeah, we have written a lot about that. We've written a lot about that.
Why is it that you're attacking the PPP government that is now trying to raise
your point is taken. Your point is taken. We have exposed these hypocrites over and over. Let's take some other call. Thanks for coming through.
Good.
Thank you, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Freddie.
Yes. Our co-host is
something on Mr. Seeraj said just now. This is the guy with the same water thing there.
Right.
The people from, if the NDC told you that they send somebody, they didn't send nobody. If the people that built in the place had somebody, they get this thing with some chisel or something.
Right, and it was not done properly.
No, but that you said just now that the NDC come and did something. The NDC didn't come and do anything, and they didn't even come and visit.
Well, it might be a misinterpretation. The NDC, when I spoke to the person, probably it's you, they said that they went to these persons, informed them about the complaint, and registered the fact that the drain, as we say, the invert of the drain that they built is higher than the surrounding area, and that is why the water cannot drain out.
My point, sir, why they don't come and see what the people did inside this place here?
So the person...
doing the work.
Right, so the person...
With the mosquito causing dengue in this place, in a whole set of mosquito in the drain.
So the person apparently...
And they come in and do nothing?
Right, so the person apparently just took a chisel and put on the appearance of doing some work, which did not resolve the problem.
Listen, this guy where you got to tell he's doing nothing for nobody inside this place. They got a whole bar at the front of Moko Road, whole night, whole day they open. Pool stable all day out there and doing nothing, road blocking him and the whole result.
The whole area is Chato's land, man.
There is this is Moko.
Yeah, they got bars open, whole night music, whole night you pass it through.
But they got a station right. But they got a station right next door, man.
They got
a station right next door.
Right in front of the main road, opposite the station, at a bar with pool stable, on the resort. People sell them about in the money traffic line there from the first bridge till the front bridge. No police. Till to the public road, no police. The guy can't mark up, push your hand, pull in front of you, and give them a pass, and they consider your mother, kills everybody.
You're probably too young to know about a movie named Chato's Land.
I'm 54 years, Mr. Freddie Kissoon. I know about it.
You ever hear about Chato's Land?
Let me put it up on the screen.
Where there's no law.
Chato's Land, look.
Where there's no law and order.
Somebody who could do the job.
But Carla, you're correct. I know that situation by the Moko access road there.
Every morning from the front bridge to the public road, no police. And the high man right to the road. They come and push your hand in front of the take me outside. And if you don't mean a part, they consider your mother.
You gotta take your
you gotta tell me that the school is the same problem.
In Chato's Land.
I must see the traffic department, got radio station, no response.
In Chato's Land.
Nobody doing nothing.
Well, when you try to move them now, you're going to hear all kind of story about discrimination, whether political or otherwise.
You gotta do like Charles Bunce in Chato's Land. Take the land to your own hands.
They got solution to this thing, buddy. You got to block the whole road in front there with a big concrete thing that they can't drive into the edge of the road. Let it go move inside the road and collect the passenger. You understand? They causing a confusion there. And they got to put the police to the junction of that road in the morning. Because no police is not there.
This Chato's Land, man, for what?
Yeah, and then the shop there to also contribute to the problem.
Yeah, because and they put the
Chato's Land, I put up Chato's Land there.
So when the company outside, they turn in front of you, they
you see? Look at the screen with Chato's Land. You have to take the law to your own. In Chato's Land,
we didn't encourage them already.
They're driving out right to the road and come out to the main road right there. And they see what's going on in the morning. Something wrong, brother.
That is correct. And I mean, yeah, the police need to do a better job in terms of...
It's base tax all the time. It's base tax. Nobody doing nothing for the white. This place just frustrating for people living with certain things, eh?
Chato's Land.
Every man I can't tell me that is the same confusion out there. From the front bridge till to the public road is a long line of traffic.
This is the Moko Access Road.
Yeah, and if you build a highway by Diamond, Little Diamond, there is all this truck coming through here, the guy can't talk, they forgot it. So if the road, they only could come out. So I don't know where they build a big highway and the truck could only come out on the road, they can't go in because they put a new entry sign, so they got to use Moko Road, so you could imagine me going on any morning.
All right, let's take this
I know
call.
that problem is just north of the Diamond Distillery area there.
Exactly, the truck can't go in for the public, where they call it come out. So all using the Moko Road here for catch back the highway. You understand? This sort of opening road and the truck got through the side.
Right, caller, you're correct. It's frustrating
It make no sense. You build a big highway and the
for
truck
me
go
also.
and they can't go in and the whole one side is the road waste, you know?
Yeah.
And this road, if you want this road, the whole road sinking down now. Morning when the rainfall, both sides is water. You can't drive in the car and you can't drive in the middle. Because you might run off in the trench.
All right, caller. Let me take note your concern. I'll try to address back this matter.
I live inside the house. There's no house in there. It's nothing at all. Nothing. Me alone live in it.
Okay, let's take another call. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through.
He making no sense to nobody.
He's a new chairman, man. He's a new chairman now.
Okay, sir. Let's take another call. Bye-bye.
Caller, good night.
Turn down your volume.
Hello?
Turn down your volume.
Hello, good night.
Good night, good night.
Go ahead, please.
Hi, yes, I'm calling from the U.S. My name is Navin Singh.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I see there's a problem there in Guyana that
there are many problems.
That people still think that, we are living in, I don't know, in the 18th century. They are making all kind of complaints about who getting jobs, who don't getting jobs, and all these sort of things. I'm a contractor over here, and I've been bidding for jobs for years back. And the way things work is not, I didn't know how to bid. So the problem, I didn't know how to bid. So when people say they're bidding and they're not getting jobs, that the government this, the government that, or Tom, Dick, and Harry is like this, it's not nothing to do with that. It's the way you bid.
Well, that is why I advise the person who registered the complaint that submitting the bid is the start of the process. You got to go to the bid opening where the prices are read out and the compliance of each bidder. And then I said that generally the award will go to the lowest responsive bidder. So if you don't turn up, you don't know whether you're the lowest bidder or not.
No, but sir, let me tell you something. We Guyanese don't understand what you're telling them. You got to be blunt and tell them the way how they're speaking, because they don't understand that what you're telling them. You got to tell them that how it works normally, like in our language, because it seems like they don't understand. It took me a year for bid and bid till I had to hire somebody to bid for me before I get a job. What does that mean?
Yeah, it means that you learn to do it the correct way.
Right. So it's not about the government or Tom, Dick, and Harry, your friends. It's the way you bid. You could bid the lowest. That doesn't mean you'll get a job. That doesn't mean it all depends on what are the requirements of the job.
Well, I qualify low, I said the lowest responsive bidder. Your price might be low, but you're not responsive because you did not satisfy some conditions. So in the evaluation, you're evaluated whether you're responsive, and if you're responsive, then you look at the price.
So that's the problem with our Guyanese. A lot of people are they're gonna bid and get job because they know how to do it.
Well, we're hoping that, like you, after some attempts, they will learn to do it the correct way, and we also hope that the awards will be done in a transparent and accountable way.
Okay, sir.
All right, thanks for coming through, Navin.
Let's take this call, Mr. Singh. Hello.
Hello, good night.
You got to tune down your volume.
Hello, good night.
Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
Freddie, a question for you. The other evening you were reading excerpts from Moses Nagamutu's book. Could you tell me, or tell the audience, if Nagamutu detailed the role of the negotiator says Brian Hunt in the 2015 elections in his book?
There's nothing like that in the book, no.
Okay. Well, it just shows clearly that he is a very, not only dishonest, but a very intellectually dishonest person.
Well, omitting some valuable information, he will put it down as an omission.
Yeah, Brian Hunt was involved. I am convinced now that election, the percentage difference between the two was infinitesimal. And I know Brian Hunt, I want to put it this way because I don't want him to sue me wherever he is. I think Brian Hunt's presence was alarming. I called Steve Sturridge Bali and asked him to be on this program, but he said that because I wanted to talk about Brian Hunt, and I did talk about Brian Hunt with him. Of course, I can't repeat what he said, but I did in the conversation. He said he wants to live in peace and he doesn't want to come on the program. He basically saying, look, that's part of my life that is finished with. But outside of speaking to Sturridge Bali, I think the charge d'affaires Brian Hunt was
was involved.
I don't want Hunt. He probably follows the news in Guyana. Next thing you know, get a libel from Mr. Hunt.
But Nagamutu, you're right, Colin. Nagamutu
didn't say anything about that.
They didn't say anything because whatever happened was in his favor, and he conveniently omitted to mention the role that several actors would have played in bringing about the result of in 2015.
I'm not going to hold up the program.
Thank you very much, Colin.
That Brian Hunt played a very significant role in the outcome of the 2015 election.
Okay, let's take this other call. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
You know, people are sending in videos while we're talking. They're sending in videos.
About what? Let's see.
Different things. One that you have here right now, it's somebody seems like they're dumping garbage somewhere.
Dumping garbage where you could give the police that.
Yeah. Seem like
you put it on the screen.
Throwing overboard. Let me download. Let me download the video. I want to get the person to tell me exactly where it is. In the meantime, we'll take calls. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just missed this call here. So.
We had
caller, good night, you're on the air.
Hello?
Good night.
Yes, good evening, man. Let's hear what you have to say.
What I have to say is, I called last week and I speak to Mr. Seeraj.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer that he gave me that the local authority chairman is saying that something is happening between me and the chairman. It is not something that's happening between me and the chairman. It's a country, it's a community, commuter, and everybody's problem. I think the minister or somebody should go in there and have a look at the situation. Don't follow the chairman of the council.
This is which area?
Luziknan East 1st Street, Double Road. I'm asking somebody to go in and assess the area. Don't worry about with the chairman. The chairman is misleading.
This had to do with the trucks parking on the road?
Yes, sir. Nobody's looking into this thing. It is not truck now. It is not truck now alone, sir. They take high mark in there now.
Right. So this particular matter is actually the NDC had engaged. I saw an update 2 days ago. The NDC had engaged a lawyer to pursue this matter in terms of getting this errant person to comply with the rules and regulation with trucks and then operating heavy machinery, loading trucks at all time in the night and so on. The lawyer initially took on the job and then the lawyer apparently bailed out on the NDC, and the NDC now is in the process of engaging another lawyer. That's the update I got, I think was on Wednesday.
But they can't take him to the
to court to take
the lawyer for discipline. It's called what? The Legal Practitioners Committee.
The Leaders Practitioner
He took the NDC money and he missed it.
Right. So it has nothing to do with you call on the NDC whether it's a matter or not. It's a matter that's affecting the community. Okay.
The commuter, everybody. You know what I'm asking? I'm asking.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, I'm asking somebody to go and see this thing, the minister or somebody to go and see this thing. Nobody's going to put that thing to place if a minister. Well, now the only choice we have now is the president. Do you know how much minister know about this thing?
Yes, caller. So, this, like I said, what the NDC chairman assured me is that this matter, they sought to get, like I said, to take this individual to court on the trucks and the operation of heavy duty machinery in late into the night.
Okay, so thanks a lot. Look, you have a call coming through there. You have a call coming through there?
Call, I'll get back to you after the program, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, so the NDC...
So the video we got coming through, let me go to it quickly. Is somebody sent this video and they said this was after they had a boat cruise.
Yeah.
And they're cleaning up the Macquarie and they're throwing everything in the river.
Look, everything from the ferry is being thrown into the river.
The person zoom in so the camera a little blurry here, right? But this is the Macquarie after a boat cruise, all white cruise. They're throwing all the white thing over it.
All the garbage, the man called me. I remember I was in
he said
I was in the supermarket, Matai supermarket, and he called me.
What is this?
He called me over and showed me this is everything in the ferry being thrown into the river.
After boat cruise, you know. So you imagine a guy and after boat cruise.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Let me take this one. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, gentlemen.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Seeraj, here what happened was I get in pension from NIS, right?
Right.
But you understand that you have to get 750 contribution to get. So then, but I pass 1100 and I still only collect the minimum. We can't understand that.
So you're getting your pension, but you're not getting a high pension.
And he said he has met the requirement of a high pension.
Right. But there is a formula. The pension that you receive also depends on the last 3 years contribution, and they take an average of your last 3 years contribution to calculate the pension that you receive.
I understand all of that.
Right. So there are different levels of contribution that you make depending on the salary you get. So for the last 3 years, if you pay on the high end, then you get a pension from NIS that is an average of the last 3 years contribution. So there are two things. One is 750 plus contributions, and the second thing is that what was the level of your contribution? Okay?
Yes, the other thing is that, look, man, we live in Brickley here, and this playfield, I can't understand how this playfield looks. If somebody can come see this playfield.
Where you live?
In Brickley.
Brickery?
There's up East Bank. There's up East Bank, right?
There's East Bank there, Brickery and East Bank.
That's right, brother.
That's not where Dr. Ptolemy Reed used to live, yeah.
Before.
Before him. Before there.
Yes, Seeraj went in this village already.
Yeah, I had a couple of meetings in those areas, different meetings and so on. So
yeah, that's right.
Right, so you're saying that the playfield needs some tidying up?
Man, plenty tidying up in it.
All right, I'll see if I can engage the Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth and Culture to give some attention to Brickery playfield. You don't want the young people there to be on the road lining. They could be on in the ground practicing some sports and so on.
Yeah, that's right, brother.
All right. So, yes, well, thank you very much. So, like I said, the NIS pension would have those two factors attached to it, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Akash, you think Seeraj will make a good president?
I think so. If you vote in, Freddie, you say voted, I vote in too. But look at this.
But my vote depends on if
this is the Macquarie. Look at this. How you could do the person who's sending this thing here said that this is like 9 when you show anything coming back, and instead of picking up the things, everything in the river, in the Essequibo River, the mighty Essequibo River, what respect we have for it, man. Chato's land, Freddie.
Yeah, no, these, you know, the culture here in Guyana, where it relates to garbage, it's deplorable.
Man, we launching something tomorrow on this platform called Garbage City.
Yeah.
Right when you see it, it's gonna. When you see what we're gonna highlight in, you'll be blown away.
This country definitely needs to do something about the garbage, the awareness and enforcement, because a lot of people are aware, but they don't practice the proper thing because there is no proper enforcement. And they do the right thing when they're overseas. But they do the wrong thing here. Deliberately. Throw in things. You take any drive up the East Coast.
I'll tell you something.
And I tell you, you must see 2 or 3 vehicles, people just
outside the studio, no phone. Right outside the studio, if you go out here, there's a washing machine right by Irvin Street and Laluni there. Washing machine, AC unit, food box, you know, land thing being there. I would say weeks, but it might be months. Caller, good evening. You're on the air. You're on the Freddie Kissoon show.
Hi, good night.
Good night.
So I played for lot since 2007. When I almost paid off for the lot. Now I hear, you know, some road passing. I gotta go back. I went this morning to me a lot of run around. What I'm supposed to do now?
Wait, let's get that straight before the member of parliament comes in. You got a house lot, you paid for it, and now you found out that a road is going through your land. A road will pass through your land. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there's something like that.
Well, they will compensate you for that, shouldn't?
Or they'll have to relocate.
Well, you paid, you were given an allocation. If a road is now going through there, they have to give you another lot.
Okay, so I want to know when that happening because I'm living by my mother-in-law.
Oh,
and I need a place to just go and rest my head.
No, but if you got a lot, you have a documentation, you paid.
But no,
he got his lot. Not he applied. He got a lot and he paid. But now they're billing a. Where is this, by the way?
Yeah, the East Coast.
No, this is on East Bank.
What's the name of?
When I got to pay last payment, everything you can't pay last payment.
Where in East Bank is this?
Until you be relocated.
Where is it?
I
East Bank is this?
I got just a move out. You will build a box right there. I would move out.
Caller, where is this on East Bank?
East Bank in our selling diamond, whatever you call it. I don't know.
Where is your lot?
Where's the lot that you got? Where did you get the lot?
I can't tell you. The lot is 13131 or
no, but which area? What village? Mokka, Providence?
Which part of Guyana?
Diamond Grove.
Okay, all right. Look, thanks for coming through.
But you got to engage either Minister Rodriguez or Minister Kroll.
Thanks for coming through. Let's take this call.
Minister Rodriguez or Minister Colin Kroll.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Hi, good night, everyone.
Good night.
I have a little problem with, I'm calling.
Hello? Hello?
Caller, we lost you there.
You have another call. Okay. So I like what's happening. The viewers are engaging with us. They're sending pictures and videos.
Let's show them, man.
Let's take this. Caller, good night. You're on the air.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Seeraj.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, caller from Leg 1.
Leg 1, go ahead.
Yeah, you're there with the rice now. You still with the RPA?
I'm still with the Rice Producers Association, yes.
Can't come out of that.
This is in your blood. Rice is in your blood.
Correct.
We have the plant, being plant price last crop.
Right.
So we trying to see if you could do some seed study for us in Leg 1.
All right, so you have a local officer there attached to the
Oh my, don't bring that. He more worse than we. He's saying getting no connection.
Oh, the GRDB officer?
That's what we're trying to get onto that shot.
Right.
So we want to know, some we have money for buy, we went to escape or something.
Right.
Want to Burma have one thing.
Right.
So when we're trying to get onto the extension officer, Mr. Dashot at the region Crane.
Right.
We ain't getting on to him.
All right, here what you going to do for me?
Yes.
Fato is no longer working here, but Fato got some responsibility as a counselor. You know him, Sharma?
Yeah, I must know.
Good. So take the list of names of farmers.
You remember the guy, man? You remember a thing like Dhramkumar?
Right. All right, that's what I'm telling you.
Right.
So talk to Sharma. Let Sharma take a list of names of farmers who are requesting paddy, what kind of paddy that they want, and we'll try to see how we can get the paddy to you. You'll have to pay for it, of course. We're not giving the paddy free. Right. So give us the list, the contact number, and the type of paddy that they're looking for. And I will try to intervene to see if the rice board can make the seed paddy available for the farmers of Leg 1 at the prevailing prices.
Okay? We're talking about the seed paddy to go back a 2 bag per acre, or we're talking for
No. This is commercial operation. 2 bag per acre, that is relief and all of that. I'm saying that if there's seed paddy for sale and the farmers want the seed paddy, they'll have to pay for it. Only the minister can promise paddy that you don't pay for. I'm saying that I'm willing to act on your behalf to make seed paddy available to you at a cost.
Yes.
All right, so name and number, give it to Sharma down there, and he will get it on to me.
Well, we had the next guy here, Mahindra.
Mahindra also, yes, works with the rice board. Any one of the extension officer.
Okay, and what about RP at Crane? They don't have paddy to sell?
We have not done any seed paddy because last season we did, and we didn't get the buyers because a lot of people are going for the Brazilian variety, and our contract growers don't do the Brazilian variety.
Yeah, we scared about the Brazilian because I know like one, the rice go a height and then it's falling and things.
Yeah. So let's stick to our traditional varieties and we can see how to help you out, okay?
All right, we work with that for now.
All right, man. Good, thank you.
All right, we're gonna close out.
Take care.
Someone sent in this. Someone sent in this to us. And he sent a voice message. I'd like to play this voice message. This is his son. He said his son was hit in his head last year, November. He died, and he's not getting justice for his son. We're gonna play. He said a very short.
Somebody slam a gate.
This is a schoolboy.
This is a schoolboy that slam a gate on his head.
And so.
And we didn't get any justice come out of this until now. We try. Meet to the police.
Right, it's a little low there. I'll get it on my
No charge added to the file. He's a juvenile, and then there is an 11-year-old school child. What you lash in the head November last year, the 27th. And we didn't get any justice come out of this until now. We try. Meet to the police. The file was come up from DPP, no charge added to the file because the other child is a juvenile, and then there is an inquest back off of the matter, and I cannot they tell me I'm gonna be hearing from them. The matter will take to the court. That like about 3 weeks back, we're gonna get back a message, and until now, when we call these people, when even we call the inspector for ask and find out about it, the phone go unanswered. He not answering back. And this gets me really is almost 5 months now since my child died by bullyism, and there's nobody to help. When the Attorney General come, the only thing he could advise me is to take a liars and do this thing. When I asked if anything the government could do to help me, he said that there is not a part of government. So I wonder if the school is not government school, or the school just teaching by these teachers, and these children them run the school.
That's the father. You can hear the agony in his voice. It's a delicate situation, I guess.
Another child lashed
slam a gate on his head or something. Yeah, that had made the news, made the rounds, and
yeah, it's 10.
Yeah, they could Seeraj, it's always good to have you on this program, and I think it's what you're doing here. What you are doing here is commendable. The direct link between the people and their complaints and the member of parliament. And my hat goes out to you. Thanks for being here. And I know your party, the PPP, have their Congress from the 2nd of May. So you may not be available next Friday.
The 4th.
The 4th.
We start on the 4th of May.
So you wouldn't be able to make it here next Friday.
Well, we have registration based on our program. Our registration is on Friday, so Friday will be difficult.
Yeah, okay.
And the Congress is Saturday and Sunday. Well, 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, I've known you a very, very long time, and I hope things go all right for you. You're in the Central Committee of the PPP. You were elected by the last Congress, and then you were elected by the Central Committee into the executive.
I don't see very well.
I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason why it should change. But
we wish you.
Akash did say your presidential material.
Yes.
Well,
and we hope, me and myself and Freddie, I'm sure all the viewers, we wish you well, and we wish that you'll be elevated to even a higher position in there, because in order to reach to that level of presidency, you gotta there's a little ladder that you gotta two steps more.
Minister what? Minister?
No man, straight to presidency.
Minister what?
Straight to presidency.
Well, I'm humbled by the confidence that people have in me and all of that. So I'm looking forward to a good Congress on the weekend of the 1st.
Well, we won't be seeing you on Fridays, but we hope to see you soon after.
Sure, certainly.
All right, Mr. Seeraj.
It's part of the job that I do.
Thanks. That's it for tonight. Let's thank again Dhramkumar Seeraj, PPP Member of Parliament and Rights Producer Association Chairman and the advisor to the Minister of Local Government. It's always nice to have him here, and the callers that interact with him. We will see you on Monday, as I normally say. On behalf of Akash Persaud, catch you later. Bye-bye.